My entitled in-laws want me to pay for their family's extravagant holiday, education, and mortgages because I am rich. One of them gave me a slap and I knocked him out in return. 10 years ago we came into money, a lot of money. I worked hard in my specific field which earns a lot. I had done some smart investments and they have paid out. I have been steadily adding to my bank account for these years. My husband considers this my money, we don't have a prenup. Hence, I will talk as it is mine. When the first payload came in I did what my husband and I always discussed if we would have the money. Mortgage was paid off, I bought a new car and I managed to buy a nice house in our favorite holiday destination. We rent this one out to a very nice family for most of the year. We set up college funds for our children. When the money kept coming in, thanks to the investments and my work, I looked towards what could be done for my immediate family. It was decided that all of the nieces and nephews would have college funds as well, for the same amount as my children under the same strict stipulations. I would get the information about the costs and make sure everything is paid. I had an accountant find out what would be beneficial to my brother and one of my SLLs in regards to their mortgage. I paid off the majority for both of them. My parents were sent on a nice trip, since their house is already paid off. Part of the money goes to charity at home and abroad. I also set up some college funds for the children of our closest friends and family members. As a treat, hubby and I went on a paid-by-me vacation with both my own extended family and his. Now, at this point everyone is very grateful. However, one of the sister-in-laws always has a need to be in the spotlight or that one or all of her children need to be. She's nice to my face but I know for a fact that she has been bad-mouthing me, making passive-aggressive remarks about me and my work and my person but always in such a manner that you would be the a-hole if you would say something. My usual tactic and one that works always is, play the dumb one and nitpick on what she says. I have managed to shut her up many times without being classified as a So the past few years sister-in-law has been hinting that I should pay for a very nice, all-inclusive resort holiday for her and her family abroad, since I have the money. She had a birthday party for her and her son. No biggie, we show up with a gift for her and her son and all is well. Birthday boy got a voucher to buy a tent or the camping gear he wanted. Sister-in-law got a voucher to use whatever way she wanted. I added some sunscreen, drinks and such as I knew she wanted to go on a holiday of some sorts. Or so we thought. She asks what our holiday plans are. We say that we won't be crossing any foreign borders, stay in our home country but we booked a cabin somewhere for a week. Very nice, not luxurious or anything. Sister-in-law starts on the oh how nice. We are still thinking about what we want to do. My lovely hubby and I both have an inkling what she's hinting at. Then it comes. She shows us something she found on the World Wide Web and to be honest, it looks amazing. Not too luxurious but still very nice. All inclusive, water park for the kids, spa center, the whole shebang. Price tag for a family of 7? $35,000. So hubby says that's a lot but is glad they saved so much to do this. Sister-in-law then goes, oh we don't. We thought you would be paying, as my birthday gift. She expected me to give about $35,000 as a gift for her birthday, just because I have money. She goes on that I earn enough in their family, our godson, other nieces and nephews have been promised already and so forth. We all sat in stunned silence. Hubby just started laughing, thinking it was a joke. Sister-in-law was dead serious. You have the money, you can just give it. You won't miss it. This woman has shown her disdain for me and my work many times in a very sweet, passive-aggressive manner so that it is hard to call her out on it. Me, hubby and even her father still have done so. I just sat there and listened to how she widened her eyes, trying to look sweet and giving all the reasons why we should give the money, without counting the voucher we gave her. I then regained my wits and just say the full sentence she didn't want to hear. I told her no, and she said, but you have the money, we deserve it, you won't miss it, we're family. I said, fact, we're indeed family. False, I would surely miss it, since it won't be in the bank account. Sister-in-law and brother-in-law continued to rant about how much they think I should pay for it. I called them out saying, listen, you have shown many times you do not respect me or my line of work. You do not respect the fact I worked very hard, made sacrifices to earn this money. You do not respect the fact that I have paid off your mortgage, paid for the college education of your kids and even some money for their own place. You badmouth me, call me names and even tell people my hubby should divorce me. Sister-in-law is trying so hard to deny it. Brother-in-law calls me a liar. Father-in-law joins in and sides with me. Her own children tell their father that they have heard their own mother say horrible things about me. Birthday boy even recorded one conversation she had with someone while he was making a TikTok video. He showed this. Brother-in-law went mute. Sister-in-law, notices she won't get the expensive holiday she wanted, said, fine, then don't pay for this holiday. The least you can do is pay for our plane tickets and let us stay at your holiday home. I said, not happening. First of all, the family can't leave. Second, you don't get to make demands. The voucher you got has a very generous amount of money on it for you to use the way you please, maybe toward a holiday. Third, we already went on a paid-by-me holiday, so you got a paid for holiday already. Fourth, if you want more money then get a job that will pay more. You have a degree. Last, you treat me like crap and still expect me to just hand over my hard-earned money? Sister-in-law starts the waterworks and turns to her father, who completely sided with me. He told her he understood me. He told her he knew how hard I worked and the sacrifices me and hubby made for this. Hubby is pissed. He sees red and tells his sister in no uncertain terms that this won't be happening and how dare they. He tells her that we're leaving. We pack up the kids and go home. Now here is where I just laugh. Apparently sister-in-law's kids are pissed that she pulled this stunt and went full rebel mode. We have a great relationship and seemed afraid that this would influence it. They managed to come by and we had a heart-to-heart. I told them we didn't blame them for the actions of their parents. I explained to them the reasons for not handing out money like that after the initial gifts. They know about their generous college and home funds. I stated to them that we wouldn't want for them to do anything against their parents as they still live there. They stayed for dinner and then went home. Then came the cherry on top. I came home last week on a weekday to find a lot of parked cars in an otherwise almost empty street. I had to pass my house in order to park somewhere else, and around 15 to 20 of aunts, uncles and cousins had gathered in the front yard. Now here is something that few people know. I have security cameras around my home that record sound as well. Another thing that a few people know, don't mess with me. I am told that my right hook is very painful. So while walking back, I called the non-emergency line of our local police station. I told them the situation and told them that crap might hit the fan. If they could come and assist in case it got out of hand, they would send some cops. And crap hit the fan. The moment I stepped in sight of people, they started screaming, cursing, telling me to pay up for their kids' education or their mortgages or they will make sure that I'll pay, one way or the other, all the while cornering me. Some of them poked their fingers close to my face and in my chest and arms. I told them multiple times to stop what they were doing and leave. Sometime through this, more cops were called by some neighbors as well, and when they arrived, were trying to get to me. Then one uncle made a mistake. He slapped me. A man of about 6'3" slapped me. A woman of just 5'2" across the face in full view of the cops. The crowd went silent as he put his face almost in my face and went on a rant that I had to obey him as one of the elders of the family, all the while with his hand raised as he would slap me again. He couldn't continue his rant. I knocked him to the ground. He stayed down, not unconscious but quite rattled and stunned that I had punched him. This was apparently what the cops needed as well. The family members were stunned and the cops managed for them to get away from me. They were pissed. A couple of the aunts, uncles and cousins managed to make a run to their car and drive away. The rest got to meet with some very angry cops, some fines for breaking social distancing rules and the expectation that charges might be pressed against them. To shorten the novel already, I'm fine, had some bruised fingers, uncle had a broken cheekbone, and my lovely cameras are now in the hands of the DA. The other family members have distanced themselves from the crap that happened. I pressed charges against my uncle for the little love tap he gave me. Thankfully my uncle has not filed counter charges for the love tap I gave him in return. I've been told he asked for anger management courses and a psychological evaluation without prompts. His statement is that he got carried away and felt he was being egged on. He also wrote that he was extremely sorry and never meant to hurt me. He and his wife also contacted my lawyer with a written apology already. Update: hubby and I discussed that we won't be offering any kind of funds for the other family members, their children or grandchildren. However, we are open for certified loans but have decided that we won't be sharing this view for now.